Hey, and welcome to the Never Cast Off podcast. My name is Debbie. I'm Deb's Destiny on Ravelry and Instagram. And this is...
on social media, my ID is Blue Yarn Always, and my name is Sheila. And this is episode 36, Take Two.
Take Two.
Take Two. And we have a special future knitter, fiber, yarny friend with us, who is... Ella. She's my niece, and she's decided to join us.
It's so nice to have a guest. We finally have a guest.
for a few moments on this episode.
Okay, so let's start with morning announcements.
So we're on take two. So on take one, because we usually draw live, because that's how we roll, we already drew the winners on take one. So
there was technical difficulty with the user of the...
We're having problems with storage.
Well, storage, but
storage,
my
drives,
laptop and computers. Just give me some yarn. Oh my gosh.
So the March contest thread for Elena's designs, the winner is going to PM me their choice, and I will have her gift you that pattern. We randomly drew, and it was number 11 off of that thread March giveaway. And let me give you the name.
Malcolm B.
Was it Malcolm B?
Yes. Malone.
Malone B?
Malon B. I'm putting extra letters in there because...
Malone B. PM me your pattern choice from Elena's Patterns, and I'll have her gift that to you. And then...
Hi, I'm Debbie. Okay, so we were also redrawing for Debbie Lake. Nobody contacted me about the pattern that the person that won, so we redrew. And for Debbie Lake, it's C. Schmidt.
Post number 32.
Thank you. I didn't write
post number 32.
CSCHMIDT. So you're the winner. Congratulations
yep,
to
congratulations.
the lucky winners.
Get a hold of Debbie on that.
So for the Debbie Lake, for C. Schmidt, contact me and let me know that you're the winner, and I will put you in touch with Debbie Lake from there. So we wanted to just redraw, and that's what we did. So we have those two items to give away. So for Debbie Lake, contact me. And for
Elena, contact me, and you have 30 days from
today.
Today is the 16th.
Okay.
April 16th.
So we're going to give you to May 20th. Just
May
to
20th.
Give you a couple extra days.
And the weekend, yep.
Just to say that it definitely was 30 days. We want to make sure we did put the 30 days, because when we recorded, if
right.
Whatever. Stuff happens.
It does.
Yeah.
So we also want to say hi to all the returning viewers. We have new subscribers, and we have new ladies in our Ravelry group. Nobody officially said hello, but we want to say hi. Say hi
to everybody.
Hi. Say hi to everybody. So we want to say hi to you and welcome. And when you feel like saying hello, I mean, that's fine. We're all up for that.
So Ella, you really wanted to be in the show with us today.
Yes.
You did? Mm-hmm. So why did you want to be in the show with us?
I wanted to be in it because my Aunt Sheila was in it, and I help her roll most of her yarn.
She's my helper. So Ella has some yarn that we're going to be working on probably tonight or tomorrow. Do we? And she loves to wind. So when we get those, you can hold it up. When we get these in the mail, she gets so excited because then she knows she's going to use the skein winder and she's going to make a cake. And what do you have?
I have Swoon Fibers.
Swoon Fibers. And awesome. She has 3 skeins of that to cake up. And then I believe my mama has a few other ones that Ella can take care of.
Can I show it to them a little bit closer? Yeah. Okay.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Do you like it?
The colors are not exact. They're a little bit bluer.
It's a variegated. It's
very
nice.
It's very pretty.
Very nice. I think Ella, you have a future in either dyeing or knitting? What do you think? Are you interested in knitting? You are interested in knitting? Fabulous.
Oh.
We're going to have to show you. And you're 9 years old? 10. She's 10. Too many girls to keep track of.
You said she was 9.
9. Are you 9 or 10?
9.
She's
Gonna be 10.
She's going to be 10 in November, so that's almost.
So it's 9.5.
That's correct.
So, it was funny when I got older, I'd be like, well, I'm 23.5. I'm, 32.5.
Yep.
It's just because it's, when you're a kid, you get to say that. And I just wanted to remain childlike, with my attitude. So, how old are you? 48.5.
37.5.
Okay.
Did you want to continue with us, or did you want to mosey along? Because I know it's really nice outside here in Michigan today.
Oh my gosh.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. You want to stay? Or did you want to leave?
I would like to leave.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
sure.
thank you
Say
so
goodbye,
much.
because Ella might join us on another adventure, maybe, right? Maybe I'll have her back when she cakes up the yarn. You can give your review of how it wound up for you, what it feels like. So you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Bye-bye.
She'll see you soon.
What do you think of my scarf?
It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
As she wears purple herself. Okay, enjoy yourself outside.
Thank you so much for coming, Ella.
You're welcome.
Be careful. Don't hurt yourself. That was so sweet.
She is. What a nice addition. She yelled, "I'm free," as she ran up the stairs.
She was not held against her will, trust me.
No
I
children.
called my sister to get permission.
No children were harmed in the recording of this show.
No, they were not. So let me put this over here because...
Okay, so...
Escapees.
I did some swatches, and some swatches escaped.
Fabulous.
Oh, this one, I thought I did the ends, but no, not yet. This one, I don't have the ends in yet. This is from Aurora Knits, and I put it in a binder, and it's called Forming Shawls and Their Charts. So it's like 59 pages. Oops. Sorry, there we go. I was trying to hide you from
Oh, sorry.
drinking. I didn't
Drinking
do
some
very
water.
good. Okay, so I did this binder, and in the binder, let me open it to a page to show you. It like this one is crescent, and so I actually have a swatch of what I knitted in there.
That's cool.
And so to let's see. Each one that I'm doing, like there's square, and I think there was, how many did I count?
12.
12 different ones or so, or I can't even remember. So we'll go with 12 because I
12
can't
swatches?
remember. Different swatches and different designs. And it's just fun to see the different types that are out there, and it's getting like lots of ideas up in my head, and oh, it's almost scary. Just kidding. There's a triangular or a flat scarf. And that's just a basic design of one of them. And this one is winged triangular, and it's not blocked yet, so it is not yet in the actual thing yet. So what happens is, what I've noticed the difference between the triangular and the winged triangular is this one's just straight across. If you go to put it on and then try and put it around your, around your neck and around your shoulders, it's just going to sit kind of like that. But if you were to take the winged one, it's going to wrap around your neck and your shoulders a little bit better. One of the ones that I do this year, I want to do a winged triangular just to see how it is. And just to do it because it has more increases in it, and it's pretty, and it's something a little bit different, and so I wanted to give it a try. And it's just, I'm having so much fun doing these swatches. We almost called this podcast Swatchless, and Like, what do you mean, Debbie? You like doing swatches? And I'm like, oh,
Well, those are like samples, right?
They're samples. Yeah, they're not really swatch, but like a sample. Yeah, you're right. They're not swatches. They're samples.
They're samples.
Yeah, so we're just going to go and call them
It's nice
samples.
to see, though.
It really is. I'm having a lot of fun with this, and it's giving me lots of ideas for designing. And
that was from Aurora Knits.
Aurora Knits, and it's I'm going to do the person's name. It's Frances Danoy. Right there, so you can see it. At least I hope that's how you say your name, and if not, I'm really sorry. Yeah, I can't. I think she has a shortened name, and I can't remember what it was. Sorry, but Frenchie. Yeah. So, but I really am enjoying. She has a sign up list and stuff like that, and there was a challenge of 5 shawls in 5 days, and about 500 people signed up for them.
Wow.
So she's a very new designer, and just her stuff is taking off, and it's like, wow. I'm just so impressed with how fast everything is taking off for her.
That's a big crowd.
Yeah, and it just is so inspiring to me to see that she has less experience knitting than I do, and she's out there and she puts a challenge out there, and 500 people say, I'll do it. Yep. That's just amazing to me. Okay, that so what do you have?
I got 2 quick things. So we haven't recorded since, I think, before Easter. So with Debbie's in school, I went on vacation. I went to the Bahamas. I brought back a souvenir to show. They're pretty money. Their money is equal with the US dollar. But I brought back a dollar bill. Well, I got change too, but because I don't know when I'm going to be going back to the Bahamas. But it was just lovely. And then I posted some pictures on Instagram. But during my airplane knitting, I did finish these. And this was the Plymouth Yarn Sakata Italian collection, and I renamed them, I think it was Michigan Easter, because it just had a color number. So I finished these on the plane, and they're not, matchy. They're just a standard vanilla 64 sweet tomato heel, and then a 2x2 rib, because I didn't want to take a chance that I had to go through customs. I didn't want to take a chance that my stuff would get confiscated, because I had to go through customs, and then I got to go through security, and so I just took this, because if this got taken with the wooden needles, then I wouldn't be so heartbroken. So I took that. And then the other thing I also finished was the Cane Bay wrap. And this, let me see here. The Cane Bay wrap. Where is it? Sorry. I think it was Juniper Moon.
Yeah.
Oh, Juniper Moon fibers.
No, blue
Moon.
Juniper Sky?
Moon. Yeah. I think I have it on my project page, or I'll update it on my project page.
No, the yarn was Juniper Moon.
Juniper Moon. So it's not blocked, because I haven't done it yet, but this is the cream, and this was the caramel. And then this was like the chocolate brown. So this is done. It just needs to be blocked. And I really like it. It's really, really, really soft. I mean, this is, yeah, it's comfy. Very Even nice. On a summer night, it would be very comfy. But I did finish this. Before I left on vacation, I finished this. So it does need to be blocked. So let me stick that back in the bag. Put that there. Oh, and then my little blue person you showed last time. That's my little charm pole girl on my bag. Ain't she the cutest?
She is darling.
She's a big charm pole, but I love that little chickie thing. But for escapees, that is all that I have to show.
Yeah, you'd think after 3 weeks we'd have more. Yeah, no.
No, I don't.
This year, or this semester, I don't have the ability to do a lot of knitting in class like I do with some of the other classes that I've had. You have to take a lot of notes, and there's no time to knit. I mean, who would have thought? But I just in case you're saying you knit in class, yeah. But every time before I do, I get permission from the teacher,
Right.
and so that they know. And what I end up doing is, the truth is I concentrate more if I'm knitting. So it's something where I get more out of the class, and I'm very participatory in the class. So they rarely mind that I'm knitting.
Yeah, but you're asked.
And I do ask.
Yep. So that's the beginning.
Yeah.
Part.
So the first day I always ask, is it okay if I knit in class? Because it helps me concentrate. That's the type of learner I am. And
so what do you have for hanging on the wire?
okay, so I have this right here. This is just going to be a scarf when you pull it out, but it does shrink a little bit back in that. But it's I'm probably 6 rows from being done, and
That's your own pattern?
yeah. I saw one of my teachers wearing it, and I thought, oh, can I see that? And I looked at it, and so I just kind of mimicked it, sort of. But hers was machine. It wasn't hand.
And it doesn't hand
So,
down. And you're using Stonehenge Crazy Mill ends?
yes, I am. Yep. And then the only other thing that I'm working on right now is just some more of the samples.
The little samples?
Mm-hmm. So what do you have?
I got 2. So I think this is going to get passed off to my mother. But I believe in a previous episode, I showed that she purchased 2 skeins of Ice Queen from With Pointed Sticks. And this is Superwash Merino Nylon 400 yards. And it's Ice Queen. And this is it skeined up. And this is it caked up. It's very pretty. It's got like a blue, a teal, a dark blue, and a white. And I'm right in the middle. So this is a hitchhiker for her sister who lives in Virginia. So I guess my mom's going to get a hitchhiker, and the sister's going to get a hitchhiker, and it looks like I'll be making both hitchhikers. But this is how the yarn is knitting up. It's very short colors. There's no way possible to have any pooling in this yarn. Might look like there's pooling here. You might get it, but both skeins are identical, she said. But this is the Hitchhiker by Martina Bem. And I think these are those marbles, the plastic. They're not too bad. This is my first pair.
Acrylic?
Yeah, they're like
I think they are
plastic.
I think they are called
Marbles?
Marbles.
But this is the Hitchhiker, so I have this.
How do you like working on the acrylics?
I really like the carbons. I really do. I'm a carbon person.
And in case you're not sure what the carbons are, actually,
I like the carbons.
they have a metal tip, and this right here is wood. So it's a little bit of the best worlds. If your hands are always hot, you want to go towards metal, and if your hands are always cold, you want to go towards the wooden ones. So I always go for the wooden ones.
I like carbons.
But
I do.
they click a little bit.
Yeah.
And I prefer to be incognito if, I knit wherever I go, so I prefer for it not to
You want to be a
click
silent
as
knitter?
much. Yeah, I want to be silent. I don't like the clicking of them. Even though it's not like too atrocious or anything like that, but I just prefer to be a silent knitter.
She's a silent knitter. And the second thing is a pattern called City Light. And I'm making this for someone I don't know. Her name is Belinda. And the pattern's by Woolrich Simone Eck. And it's a paid-for pattern on Ravelry. City Lights. And this is being knit out of, I was going to say Michael Jackson Thriller, but that ain't happening. Wool-Mize. I don't have the ball band with me. Wool-Mize, and the colorway is called Thriller. So it's kind of orange, black, and yellow. It reminds me of Halloween colors. And this is the right side because I got a little marker here. And this is the right side here. There's a stitch in this pattern that I've never done before. And I've ripped this back, I think, a couple times because just trying to get that pattern. But I did get a little pooling right there, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this is a big asymmetrical shawl. And after I read the pattern a few times, it's one of those patterns where you need one of these. Because if you mess up on one of the rows, then it's not going to look correct. So those are the only two things that I'm sorry. I'm still here and there making the preemie baby hats for Moms with Yarn podcast. So I still have a few more to stick in that bag, and I think the deadline for that is May. But you might want to check out their group to find out. And that's all that I have. So we got getting your knitting on.
Okay, so I found two patterns that I thought was interesting. One of them is the Flower Girl Shawl by Casey P. And here's the shawl right there. And what I thought I would do is they call for fingering weight on a US 11. So I was thinking about using chunky and like 19. Making it for me. So I don't.
That would be nice though.
Yeah, but I haven't picked out the yarn. It's not wound, but it just was something that I saw.
I know somebody who would wind it for you.
Whoa.
Seriously,
Ella?
yes. She would be so excited.
And then I have another one. I want to do a Fair Isle. And this is a Fair Isle hat, and I found one that I like. This is from a magazine, and I cannot tell you which magazine. I cannot tell you what year the magazine was from, and then it just like Fair Isle hat is the name of it. So, but I just,
it's a pretty design.
It is. If I read through this, I might be able to find out which one. You know what? I did find out which one, didn't I? I looked through it and I'm like, oh, it's from. So, while she's talking about hers, I'm going to see if I can find it.
I have nothing for getting my knitting on because I kind of want to finish what I got going here. And my mother has received a lot of yarn. And I just finished up sewing together her kimono jacket that she just finished. Maybe I'll show that next podcast. But between doing mine and things that she needs knitted, I'm not really looking for anything to do for myself. And she is our finisher, so I have no problem knitting for her. She finishes all our small projects, which is really cool. So that's not too bad.
Okay, I can't find it, so.
Well, if we do, we'll post it in the group, or we'll put it on the Ravelry thread.
Yeah, so what happened is, over a course of 3 years, we ended up going to Knit Michigan, which is no more. And they had this one section for old magazines, so used magazines. And I bought, bags, like 3 trunkfuls, one each year. And we would rip out what we're interested in and then pass the magazine to the next person in our knit group. And so we all have lots of patterns like that. And usually they say the name of the magazine and what issue it was. But this one didn't. So shame on them.
Yeah, and if she finds it, she'll post it in the group.
Yes.
Most definitely. Oh, I know there's a thread in there for the rugs. I haven't started mine yet. Everything's still sitting in the bag, but a member of our group, S. Morgott, Debbie posted 2 of her rugs in there, and they're just absolutely beautiful. And I think there was someone else that was working on a rug too.
There was. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so not together here.
She's just getting back from vacation, and she's not quite back into the swing of everything yet. So we're giving her a break.
Yes, this is
for as long as she needs it.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so it might take me a minute to get my...
But I'll jump into Satellite Store, because I did get a few things that I wanted to show, and I haven't worked with any of this yarn. So the first skein I got was Noro. And of course the color is 3230. No, I'm sorry. S233. The World. And it's like a greenish, bluish. I've never worked with Noro, so I figured I'd give it a try. I also picked up a single ply of the Plucky Knitter. This is 80 Merino, 20 Silk. And the color is Aprifrif. And I think on the original take, we said that, because I grabbed the wrong color hair dye, my hair is more coppery color, that this kind of matches. But this doesn't show true to color on the camera, but...
It actually is showing a little bit closer here to color than it did in the last
Yeah, I've never tried the Plucky. And then I also got a skein of Wondering Cat yarn, and the color is called Twizzler, and it's 100% superwash merino, 400 yards. I like the label, that weird Wondering Cat yarns. Meow. And the last one I picked up was Invictus Yarns Bamboo Sock Midnight Fantasy Self-Striping Merino Bamboo 430 yards. Invictus Yarns Etsy.com. And this is more like a bluish, grayish black. So these are yarn dyers or brands that I have not used that I'm willing to give it a try as soon as I can get them on my needles, which I don't know when that's going to be, but hopefully it'll be pretty soon. Did you see who it was?
Angela.
Angela? Mm-hmm. Angela from the group. She's
using an H-hook.
She's using an H-hook. She's doing a rug. And if anybody's doing a rug, either crocheting or knitting a rug, and last year I crocheted a rug out of fabric strips, so it doesn't have to be necessarily from yarn. I mean, a lot of people are doing it from t-shirts, or they're making the bags, like the recycle bags. They're doing rugs out of that. Feel free to post that information in the group. That would be great to see. Fabulous.
Absolutely.
And I do want to say, since we're kind of getting to the end of all the nitty goodness, I did want to say hi to Helen, who is Sprite 966, and she's from Scotland, and she's a crocheter and she's a knitter. And if you're looking for another podcast to watch, check her out. Sprite 966. Find her on Ravelry. I'm not sure what the name. Stitch with Sprite, I think, is the name of her podcast on YouTube. She's just absolutely wonderful. And you know what I found out watching her podcast? That Croy sock yarn, she cannot get that in the country where she lives. Wow. They do not sell that Croy sock yarn. Wow. I've seen it on one of her podcasts. Somebody sent her some. She can't get that there.
Isn't that just at like Hobby Lobby?
I don't know what they have in Scotland.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what they have there.
So they're sending we're sending contraband. Not us. Somebody was sending contraband to Scotland in regards to yarn.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I'm making that up. It's not contraband.
But I'm like, really? You can't get... Yeah, they don't have that there. It's like Croy yarn. It's like... But Helen, if you ever come to Michigan, make sure you contact me. Or if you go to Canada, make sure you contact me, because I love to get together with you and knit a couple hours with you. Because I think you mentioned the Intoitknit podcast, and I do watch her, and I believe she's from Canada. And she's a very crafty lady with, I believe she spins, she makes beeswax candles, she sews, she knits. So she's really crafty. Oh, and then I also have to mention another podcaster. So the Fiber Pusher, Benita, the Fiber Pusher. She has a virtual fiber fair running in her group on Ravelry. And if you've never been to a fiber festival, this would be the place for you to go. There's vendors posted. There's some video posted. There's door prizes for going to the fiber festival, which I need to get on that. There's descriptions. There's people there or Etsy shops there that I would have never known about unless I went to the virtual fiber fair at the Fiber Pusher podcast on Ravelry. So make sure you check her out.
Yep, very nice lady.
Yes,
very nice lady.
She is very, very nice. Let's see. Oh, I did want to make one more quick little show of a few more bags that I just recently posted on the Etsy shop. So I know I'm visual. I like to see. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown. If you're interested, it's at Thank God for Bags on Etsy. So we have the knitting needle with the blue chevron in there. Red zipper. Since summer is a-coming.
Vacation's already here.
Yeah. I was there. I was on the beach. The inside, blue. Cute. This is a little bit more tropical on the other side. Little wedge bag. The inside is red. 2 straps on this one. I got a hold of some more of this fabric. Let me push the bottom out. On the inside, it says, "You're my end of the rainbow." I don't know if you can see it.
Aww.
You're my end of the rainbow. It's very pretty. And then this is just a larger size of the red zipper bag. So 2. So if you're interested, you got a friend's birthday coming up, or you need a Mother's Day gift, head over.
And in regards to fireplace embers,
Yes.
we have a knit along that is planned, but it's still in the process for in test knitting. So I'm still working on that. So we're not quite there yet.
Okay.
And in regards to technology, I have a Surface. This is probably TMI. It won't scroll across with my finger. It's a touch screen and it won't do that. If you know how to fix it, please let me know.
Really?
Yeah, it's supposed to go back and forth.
And it's
it
not
won't.
doing nothing.
Right. The only way is this cool little pad thing here has, this is the
Mouse pad?
So it's quite interesting to try and do homework on it.
Yeah, not good, not good.
No.
But, sorry we've been away so long. I know it's been
we're going to have to make it up, but we don't have the plans yet, so it's going to be a surprise for you guys because we don't have our plan together on that.
Right.
And we will surprise you with extra episodes throughout the rest of the year.
Oh! Uh-oh. Okay, I just got to say one more thing.
One more thing.
If you're interested in spinning, you should check out the Passionate Spinners podcast. She did just a short bonus episode, now that you talk about bonus, of all her spinning wheels. Oh my God, I want another one. I only have one. I have a Louette S10. This girl, I think, has 6 spinning wheels and all different brands, all different kinds. And she went over each one of how they operate and the wheel band and the treadle and the bobbins and what yarn she's made on there. So if you're interested, check her out. Tracy, and she's in Germany, the Passionate Spinner podcast. I love watching her. She's incredible. But yeah, if you're looking to spin,
it's kind of like Pat's house.
No, this girl has 6 wheels, 6 different spinning wheels.
Doesn't Pat have like 14?
Oh, I don't know. I only seen 3.
Okay.
Yeah, Tracy.
Well,
has
in her
6.
front room.
Yeah, I think she has 3. No, yeah, I think Pat has 3, something like that. But I guess until next time, enjoy what you knit, right?
Yes.
And I guess we'll see you soon. Enjoy the weather too. Here in Michigan, It's like 70.
Yeah, right around 70. It's supposed to go up to 77 on Monday.
And we had the first barbecue today. We had barbecue chicken.
It was very yummy.
It was fabulous.
Thank you for inviting me over.
You're welcome. Thanks for dining. Because I got the kids over this weekend.
Yeah, so, yeah, there was like, surprise, there's kids here. It's like, it's all good.
You sure?
Not a problem.
You don't mind?
No.
They're good girls. Just send them outside with a little squirt bottle of water and they're happy.
I mean, even if every once in a while you hear a, whoa! Okay, well, they're kids.
She touched me. She looked at me.
Oh my gosh. That's what we used to do in the back of the seat, you know. Mom, she's touching me.
I know. She's looking at me. It's like, are you kidding?
Stop. You know, we all had those days. Well, about 15 years ago, something came out, and I can't remember who did it, but they ended up getting their kids to say, when you were going like this, Mom, she's not touching me.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, okay, fine. Will you please touch the kid already and get it over with? You know, it just was hilarious. I just love it. Mom, she's not touching me. Well, do you want her to touch you? Could you, I just can imagine the oldest kid in that room, in that car just dying laughing because they're, you know, the mom and that. So
yeah, it would be like, anyways, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that would just be too funny.
Alrighty, until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye. Thank
Bye-bye.
you for watching. We appreciate it.